Okay, so here is a quick follow-up video to my previous video, which was the Sanyo M1700F. So the three problems were AM wasn't fully working, the rewind was stuttering, and the tone on the playback was kind of wobbly and jumping around. So I sort of fixed two out of the three problems, spoiler alert. So this is what I did. I took the radio apart and I noticed that the motor speed is controlled by this mini circuit board with the motor controller on it, and it had two capacitors on it, electrolytic capacitors. So I replaced those, and it didn't change the wobble effect on the cassette player or the rewind stuttering on rewinding. So I looked into it further because I thoroughly cleaned the cassette mechanism, but I did notice that there was a disc on the back, and usually it's gears, teeth with teeth. But what I noticed was this one gear was just a rubber disc, and the other gear that was pressing up against it was ribbed, kind of like the edge of a quarter. So what I did was I used this stuff called Rubber Renew, and I've used this for pinch rollers, and it works like a charm. So I applied it to this rubber disc. I'm going to try and see if I could show you the disc here. But once I did, it started playing awesome. The rewind is fluid, the playback is fluid, everything. Those two problems I had with the cassette deck was completely fixed. So now moving on to the AM. In the previous video, the lower bands on the AM side, and yes, I'm an AM guy, the lower bands like 680, 590, 640, they were very low. And the reception, it's just like it was very static. And I know it's AM, it's supposed to have static, but that's not what I mean. There was sort of this just a quiet hum over it. And usually with AM is when you orientate the radio, it's supposed to change the AM signal. And I wasn't getting that. So what I did was I downloaded the schematic. It was in Spanish, but it doesn't really matter. So one thing I discovered was the chip that was controlling the modulating and the demodulating for AM and FM and all that. The right-hand side of the chip was taking care of AM. So I whipped out my digital multimeter and I compared it, and I started taking measurements. And I noticed the fourth pin down on the chip was giving me a much lower voltage rating or reading than what the schematic was saying that you're supposed to get. So I figured, oh, okay, I found the problem. So I ordered a bunch of new chips. I can't remember the name. It's a UPC 10 or 1080. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a brand new chip. It's the same one from Sanyo. I put it in, replaced it, and the same problem happened. I'm still getting a low signal. So replacing the chip didn't work. And then I noted the last thing I think I could have done was there was a diode on the schematic. I mean, I don't know if it's doing anything with the AM side, so I might as well just desolder it and test it, and I tested it, and the diode's perfectly fine. So the only other thing I could think of is there's a transformer that's dead, but I have no idea how to replace those. I don't know if you could just buy a transformer and replace it. I don't even know how to test them. So the good news is, though, in regards of AM, now when I rotate it, the signal does change. So something happened. Now I know you're supposed to recap all when you get an old radio, a good idea, and I've read this online, a good idea is to recap the circuit board, just replace all the capacitors, electrolytic capacitors and stuff. But you know what? Most of this radio it's like 95% there. FM works fine. Most of the AM channels work fine. The cassette deck is now running perfectly. It's all cleaned up. So I'm going to consider this a win. So there's the follow-up for the Sanyo M1700F. Like I promised in the previous video, took a little while because I'm busy. And plus, it took like 6 weeks for the chip to come in from China. So anyway, that's it. So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.